Oh man, I had to bust out the camera for this one. This battle that we're about to spectate, this is from somebody who's in my Discord. This was actually one of their battles in the ADV tournament that's currently happening right now. And this battle is long. I don't know what happens. I don't know who wins. I just know it's going to take forever. So we're going to go in there, me and you together, basically blind. What could have made this battle take so long? Who would have won? They said good luck, have fun. They said you too. Did they really mean that though? I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, the first thing I immediately seen on turn 2 is there's 3 people immune to spikes on this team. Okay, so we're getting some progress going. We went for a Thunderbolt. We hit each other. Their Zapdos did go first. Uh-oh. Yep. That's definitely a Pokemon that'll make everything take forever. Okay, going into Skarmory. Maybe they want to set up spikes, dodge an Ice Beam, something. Cloyster looks to be their spiker. Do they exchange spikes? They do. Okay. It looks like our friend BYDY, we're spectating. That's the person in my Discord that left this battle there for us to watch. It looks like we don't even have a Rapid Spinner because why do we need one? It's probably a Superman team. It's most. I mean, we've already seen 3 right off the bat. It's a Superman team, right? We missed Toxic. That's not good. Don't tell me they went for HP Ice. They went for... Okay, so that Zapdos definitely doesn't have HP Ice. That's good to know. Yeah, it's a Moltres. So... it's only happened like a couple of times, but I myself have uploaded a couple of battles to my channel against like a more defensive Superman team. Those things are extremely difficult to bring to... It has Hidden Power Ice. Ooh, that's bad news. That's... Yeah, that Flygon had Toxic, so it you know, it could have done something to sort of progress this battle. But it's going to go down very, very early. That's not cash money. And they're oh, what, not the pair on the Thunderbolt. Oh, they went for rest. Okay, we're chilling. Does our Zapdos here have Sleep Talk? Let's find out. I would imagine it does. Fast asleep. Yeah, it does have Sleep Talk. What do we get? What do we get? We got rest. Not our lucky day, huh? And they didn't even... Yeah, they stayed and went for Roar. Thunderbolt would have been nice on that thing. We've got a Blissey, of course. This is definitely like a defensive Superman team. The last Pokemon, your guess is as good as mine. I suspect it's going to be like... Okay, they brought in Starmie. That's a new Pokemon that they've revealed. So they do have a Rapid Spinner, so that's going to be annoying for them. Because with a defensive... It's Misdreavus. Or as the kids call him, Misdreavus. It did just get paralyzed, but I have battled these teams before. I would not be surprised if Blissey had aromatherapy. We hit that Zapdos with a Toxic, but if that Blissey has aromatherapy themselves, yikes. It might not. They already have a Starmie, which has natural cure, so maybe they didn't want to, you know, bunker down and be redundant with their strategy when they already have a natural cure Pokemon. I'm curious to see what else the opponent has. We got hit with a Thunderbolt, but if we connect just one Thunderbolt, or you got to remember, we went for rest earlier, and because of that, or we went for Sleep Talk earlier, because of that, now that we're here, we have to reset the sleep turn. So we've been asleep for... Oh my god, their Zapdos has rest too. I see why this battle took forever. That Starmie probably has Recover. So this is probably just stall meets stall. And we actually... Do we have the same movesets? Oh, close. No, we don't. It's pretty close, though. We have Thunderbolt, Rest, Sleep Talk, HP Ice. We got a para on the Blissey. Doesn't matter. They have Thunderbolt, HP Ice, Rest, but instead of Sleep Talk, they have Roar to phase people out. So they're going to bring in Skarmory to set up some spikes, most likely. But it's kind of like, well, what do we do now? You know that Starmie's going to come in. I guess you could bring in Misdreavus, but it kind of sucks that that thing's currently paralyzed. Yeah. So their Blissey actually has aromatherapy. So the plan is, okay, that was good that you got a roar out into Metagross, so you can just roar that thing out again. But the game plan is, remember I was talking about maybe they wouldn't have it because the natural cure Starmie? No, they have it because that Zapdos can keep going for rest, and then they can just keep waking it up for free, and Zapdos basically becomes indestructible. Okay, good idea going to Misdreavus to block the rapid... Ooh, nice prediction. Went for Surf. It didn't do too much. That Starmie... Yep, it's the move set that I usually run. Typically, it's Surf, Thunder Wave, Rapid Spin, and Recover. We got paralyzed again. That's not good. That's not what you want to see, man. Heartbreaking. Another Surf's going to take you down, but... never mind. Mischievous has rest as well. I did not see that coming. Toxic rest. Do you have sleep talk? We went into Zapdos. That Starmie definitely doesn't have. Okay, yeah, it's obviously going to get a rapid spin though. So I think it's safe to say Mischievous doesn't have sleep talk. So probably that Blissey's just going to wake it up. Kind of, they're both the Blisseys are doing the same thing. Oh, speaking of, they're both here. Oh man, this is going to be rough just for me to watch. They brought in... Okay, so we have... Is there a difference? You have Heal Bell, they have Aromatherapy. Oh, I guess there is no difference. They have the same amount of power points. I didn't even know it got Heal Bell and Aromatherapy. Huh, you learned something new. Meteor Mash. Oh, they got an attack boost. So if you want to roll that thing out, you're going to have to get hit with a Meteor Mash real quick. Yep. It didn't even do that much damage. You don't really have much to worry about. They didn't even roll them out. They actually went for spikes. Okay. That Starmie's at 89. It hasn't even revealed that it has... recover, but I mean, look at the team comp. It most likely has recover. Their team is like semi-stole. Our team is... Ooh, they blew up the Skarmory. Oh, this is going to be kind of awkward. I'm not really sure who can go where. Like, what happens now? Because that was probably... You know, because we still have Blissey, so we're going to wall Zapdos. Ooh, a mean look. That's good. It must be Parasong. Please, just do it to him. This is good. This is very good. It went for Toxic. Yikes. I guess we don't have Parasong. Because you knew they were going to... No, maybe it is Parasong, but they expected the Roar, which would have been good. Because now that... I thought that if you mean look to them, they would stay mean looked forever. But no, they can switch out just as you saw right there. So maybe they thought that, so they wanted to poison that thing to force that Blissey to come in eventually and burn a turn to use Aromatherapy. So here's Cloyster. You're going to poison Cloyster. That's good. They can't... Okay, they're going for spikes literally just for Blissey. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Blissey's kind of the biggest problem for them. If they can take out our Blissey, we'll just lose because we don't have a way to wake up Zapdos or Mischievous. So getting down spikes is important. We're going to bring in our own Zapdos. They're going to bring back in Blissey to absorb a Thunderbolt, I would imagine. Yep. Okay, cool. Or not cool, rather. So what is the game plan to kill Blissey? We have Thunderbolt. We have Toxic. And, well, actually, right here, we can do some. If we have Parasong. You just go for... Oh. It must not have Parasong, then. Huh. Or maybe... I guess they just expected that Blissey to run away because the opponent knows they need their Blissey, so they can't afford for that thing to get trapped. Even if they don't have Parasong, which they most likely do, our game plan is to poison that Blissey and, you know, trap it in and then just, you know, let it die like that. Because, you know, it'll cure it if it switches out, but it can't switch out. That looks like what we're trying to do, but I think it's really obvious because we don't really have many other ways to go about this, and the opponent knows, which is going to make things very, very painful here. We're going to poison. They have a Doug Trio, yeah. So their team... this is not the team for Doug Trio. They must have thought a Blissey would come in there. That was a good idea, but it wasn't Blissey. It was Zapdos. And now we know they have a Doug Trio. What's our Blissey at? 70. Oh, yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be very careful. If they bring in Doug Trio, even on that turn... Well, Rock Slide could kill, but then I guess you could switch to Blissey, but then, okay, we just missed Willow Mist. That's kind of infuriating. Thunderbolt did a lot of damage. Oh my god. This is not looking good for the home team right now. They're going to go into Mischievous. Ice Beam. So that Blissey's got, okay, so it just has Bolt Beam, Aromatherapy. It has 6 more in Soft Blow. So I guess the game plan really is to... Okay, good. We mean looked Zapdos. I don't know how much Thunderbolt will do to Mischievous. We do have Rest. Okay, we're going to bring in our own Zapdos. We got Roared out. Who are we going to? Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, I don't know how that works, because this was the Pokemon that mean looked them. They might be able to switch out now, I would imagine. I think. Oh, they went for a Thunderbolt anyway. Oh, the cringe para to inconvenience our lives. But I think their Zapdos can switch. It's just not switching yet. Went for Hidden Power Ice. Okay. Yeah, that HP Ice did a lot to Mischievous. So Thunderbolt, it's going to do a lot more. It's going to do like double. So we can't even tank 2. I thought they would... Oh, well, the poison was starting to rack up. They kind of want to preserve their Zapdos. We brought in Blissey on spikes. Got to be careful because their Cloyster could blow us up. It already set down 3 layers, so it's gotten its job done. What did we click? We went for... Oh, wow. That was a ballsy play. I would not have done that. I would have probably brought in Mischievous, but it paid off. You know, I guess they just knew in their heart of hearts. It's different when you're actually playing. I'm just kind of, you know, spectating, so I'm not really using my brain. But in the heat of the moment, they, you know, they take time thinking about these plays. Okay, we got another poison on Zapdos. That's good. We still have 11 more Toxics. And that Blissey has 5 aromatherapy. So perhaps if that might be the game. Oh god, that Thunderbolt did a lot. So what do? Do you risk the rest? Because if you get paralyzed, you know, it looks like we may have stayed in. What did we click? We did go for rest. Maybe they anticipated that and brought in Cloyster to go for an Ice Beam. I don't know who's faster, Cloyster or Blissey. Oh, okay, it's definitely Cloyster. What did they click? They go for Ice Beam? Yep. Ice Beam, it did a good amount. I thought it would actually do more, so that's good for us. Now what? I'm going to Poison Cloyster. Okay, so certainly... Okay, so they're just going to go for Ice Beam. The next turn, we have to go for Rest. I don't care how predictable it is. You kind of have to do it. And I would think they would go into Blissey predicting the rest. No, they stayed in. What did they do, huh? Really? I would have went... If I was the opponent, I would have brought in Blissey that turn because Rest was so predictable. That could be the turn that you get rid of Toxic on Zapdos and Zapdos. They're going to do it now, but they're going to be a turn behind. It would have been... I guess they were just playing it safe, but I just thought that was so obvious. But whatever. It's easier said than done when you're watching, right? Aromatherapy, yep. So they've got 4 more. That must be the game plan that we're trying to go for. We just keep poisoning certain key members, and either A, they die, or B, that Blissey runs out of aromatherapies to the point where you're just going to die. This is a very... I don't like this situation. We're going to go for Sleep Talk, but we have a 66% chance of something good happening. What do we get? What do we get? Don't get rest. Don't get rest. Don't... Okay, we got HP. Oh, it survived. Ooh, yep. Barely survived that. And it just went for rest. Oh my god. Well, at least that's going to most likely force an aromatherapy. Because it did 37. Okay. Wait, actually, I changed my mind. If I was this person, if I was us from this side of the field, I would have went for Thunderbolt right here. Oh my god. Please somebody click Thunderbolt. No. You had to go for Thunderbolt because Thunderbolt and HP Ice do about the same on Zapdos. That Thunderbolt would have killed Starmie. Oh, God. Oh, no. And now it's Blissey. Oh, we would have made so much progress. That was a free kill. We were going to wake up that turn because there's Zapdos being asleep because it hadn't burned any turns and it was at 65. So if you just go for 2 more... you know, Thunderbolts, it would have died. And if it roared you out, well, then whatever, it roared you out. But that was the chance right there. 2 Thunderbolts. And you still had 19. We have to factor in that Zapdos having pressure. But I would have full sent it. That Starmie was a free kill. And then, oh my god, you could have got the... Oh, wait, never mind. That's right. Skarmory died. Okay, well... Well, no, that still would have been wonderful because you don't have to worry about that thing rapid spinning later on, you know, so you can whittle them down more. So that was a huge turn. This was a bad turn, too. We just missed Toxic. That sucks. What happens next? Thunderbolt. Ooh, yep, that's what I was saying earlier. That's going to do a lot with that. Thankfully connected, but I guess we have to go to Blissey. We don't really have anything else better to do. They could predict that and bring in Dugtrio. We did bring in Blissey. But we're at... Okay, that's good. We're at a high enough... Oh, that was a good play. They went for a roar, yep. That's good, yeah. So now, this is risky. If we bring in Blissey here... Because they can kill us with Thunderbolt. If we bring in Blissey... Yeah, that could happen right there. Please, what do we do? Okay, good play, good play. That was very good. They definitely knew that. That's what the opponent wants. They want to kill our Blissey. If our Blissey falls, then we're just kind of cooked, so... And another thing, too, is because they have 3 layers of spikes, we have to keep healing the whole time. We can't switch out our own Blissey unless we're practically at full health. So now we could switch out. We're at 97% HP, so we don't have to worry about a Dugtrio kill. Went for Seismic Toss. Oh, my God. I don't think I've ever seen Blissey go for Seismic Toss on another Blissey because I almost never use Blissey, and when I do, I don't have Seismic Toss. I think it's a good move. I just don't have it, and wow, that did 14. They got this annoying Starmie here again, which should have been dead. And, of course, it's got Recover. And it has 31 power points of Recover, so Seismic Toss will not work. You can't just get a crit or something. And it's got Leftovers Recovery. There's no Sandstorm to aid us, so we have to switch. Zapdos, of course, yeah. That Moltres is practically dead. It can't do anything in the current environment. Okay. Thunderbolt's not going to do anything. Are they going to go for aromatherapy? They might. Their Zapdos is poison. I don't think they would because they're feeling kind of pressured. That Thunderbolt did a lot. But we can... I would have clicked Toxic right here. Let's see what they did. Rest. Okay, that was probably better. I don't remember. We would have been at 40 after the leftovers there. I don't know if Surf would have killed. We might have survived. If it would have killed, then that was a good idea that they went for Rest. I thought this was going to be a boring battle, and it's actually pretty good. I thought it was going to be in a ridiculous, like nothing was going to be happening. It was just going to be PowerPoint stalling, which it is a PowerPoint stalling, but it's a bit more complicated than that. Because you gotta figure out a way to status these Pokemon. They just went for Rapid Spin intentionally, either expecting a switch or they just want to preserve their Surfs for perhaps Moltres and or Zapdos. We're gonna wake up this turn. Went for Mean Look. That's good. You didn't want to waste a Toxic. We're running low on Toxics. I think it's messed up in replays. It says we have 8, but I think it doesn't factor in the pressure from the opponent. They just roared out our Zapdos. We went back into Misdreavus. Well, at least they're running low on roars, I think. You can't really tell when you're spectating this, like I just said. The pressure really messes it up. Okay, so what do we do here? Blissey kind of... That's the thing that kind of sucks about losing Skarmory, because their team... Yeah, I think not killing Starmie that one turn may have been more detrimental than Skarmory falling, because I think having one layer of spikes is fine. But now you're forced to kind of be on the defensive because that dude just wants to get rid of the spikes because he's got Blissey, and even Dugtrio and Cloyster are kind of getting whittled down. We poison Zapdos, so we have... It says 7, but obviously we saw it had 8 a second ago, so we have almost no Toxics left on Misdreavus for sure. I don't know how many. It's weird. It don't make sense. In comes Blissey. Not too much we can do. But the good news is, guys, that Blissey does have 2 aromatherapies, so this is going to be close. Hidden Power Ice did absolutely nothing, and we can't 1v1 Blissey either because that one has Ice Beam, so that's not good. We decide to just stay in and go for HP Ice. We don't want to go for Thunderbolt because we want to save them for more important targets like the Cloyster, Starmie. We also kind of need an HP Ice for that Dugtrio potentially. They went for another Ice Beam. No! Oh, God. Oh, y'all got me going crazy. Oh, my God. Oh, that's right. We got Heal Bell. Although, oh, man. What's that Dugtrio at 7? Yeah, okay, you could kill it with... No, we don't have Ice Beam. Oh, dude. That guy should have brought in Dugtrio. He could have caught our Blissey because... we had a D-Thaw, obviously, and we have to go for Heal Bell, which is what we just did. They actually went for Aromatherapy, so their Blissey only has 1 Aromatherapy left. But we couldn't have killed the Dugtrio with Seismic Toss. It would be close to death, but then you would have killed it, or they would have killed us after the second Earthquake or Beat Up or whatever they wanted to do. So that was a close call again. Going for Ice Beam again. Something's going to happen soon. It has to, because we got paralyzed. That's annoying. This Misdreavus has been having a painful time this game. Zap. Oh, really? But they could go for Surf. They did go for... Oh, it didn't do that much. Okay, good. I thought it would be a 2-hit KO. No, we can eat that up. What did they go for? Imagine if they went into... No, you can't trap him in with Dugtrio. Silly David. So we go for the safe rest. Okay, cool. Remember, they got 1 aromatherapy left, so we got to get somebody statused or get that Zapdos to sleep or something. They brought in Cloyster. They must have expected Misdreavus. Went back to Zapdos. Maybe they didn't expect Misdreavus. We went to our own Zapdos. This is not very good for us. We have to... Well, actually, yeah, we could Sleep Talk. Wait a second. I thought... Oh, they're going for Thunderbolt. Oh, we got a Thunderbolt of our own. That's good. Who do we get? Who do we get? Who do we get? I'm really surprised Moltres has not been roared in yet. Remember, we're getting low on Thunderbolts. I have no... It says we have 18. They went for another Roar. But remember, they're also running low on Roars too. This is what they're wanting. They want to see our Moltres out here so that they can... Ooh, did they bring in their Dugtrio? No, okay, they went for the safe Thunderbolt. Interesting. What are they going to do? They're going to go for a Sleep Talk and kill with a Thunderbolt? They have a chance... Or even HBI. Okay, the opponent went for Rest. So even if you stayed and went for Sleep Talk, it won't kill Zapdos. Honestly, you could stay in. You already burned it. They got a crit. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. That's huge. You have to stay in. Go for another Sleep Talk, please. They went into Blissey. And then I would... Yeah, I Sleep Talk this turn, and then I would just go for, like, I don't know, something. Oh, they went for the guaranteed... Okay, that's probably better. You can preserve a potential future Sleep Talk. HB Ice. Okay. Obviously, it won't do anything, but they're trying to preserve their Thunderbolts. And they want it to wake up. So now they're going to switch, obviously. And they... Oh, did they call that out? Don't tell me they call... Yeah, they didn't call it out. Nice. That's very good. But they could... Nah, they won't. They won't bring in... No, they did bring in Dugtrio. They've had enough of the shenanigans. They know a soft build's coming, so something's going to happen. The Dugtrio... Oh, they ran away. Oh. Huh. I thought that... Yeah... Wait, okay, my bad, guys. I'm dumb. I thought that we didn't have Ice Beam. I thought our only attacking move was Seismic Toss. Both of them have Ice Beam. Okay, so yeah, we can kill their Dugtrio with an Ice Beam. I feel like I said that at the beginning of the battle, but I forgot. Because it's... Dude, it's turn 122. Give me a break. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast this morning. Did I have breakfast? I don't think I did. That's not important. Anyway... What do we got? Zapdos, Cloyster. We finally scored a kill. Why didn't they go into Blissey that turn? I don't know. They had the Blissey. They have 12 softballs. What do they have to fear? Maybe they're getting low on Ice Beams and Thunderbolts because our Zapdos has... When you go for a recovery move like Rest, it doesn't get pressure stalled. You just burn one power point. Trust me. I just know this from fighting a million Suicunes. So that's the only thing I could think of. I still would have went to Blissey personally, because to fight the Blissey, you either have to switch yourself and put yourself in a disadvantageous position, or you go for Hidden Power Ice or Thunderbolt, which is just going to waste your power points because Blissey's just going to eat it up, and then your Zapdos runs out of power points. Not too good. So they lost Cloyster. That's. I would have kept that Cloyster particularly for if you could get into a position where this Mischievous was dead and your Blissey has killed somebody, so you can send in your Cloyster then to outspeed Blissey, and if they switch into Zapdos or Moltres, you get a guaranteed KO with Explosion. But I guess easier said than done. This has gotten really complicated. So we got both the Blissey staring down. I didn't even notice. Yeah, the opponent's Blissey literally ran out of aromatherapies, so... They're going to go for a Thunderbolt and just kind of swinging away. Maybe they'll get a crit or a pair. Looks like we're going to have a Blissey off. Which Blissey's going to... Oh, there's the crit. Yep, we just lost the game because of that crit. That sucks. Imagine. Just imagine. Yeah, the Seismic Toss is doing 16. That Seismic Toss would do like half of Dugtrio's health bar. And obviously after the leftovers, Blissey's not taking any damage. And... Let me see. So you got 22 Seismic Tosses, 12 Ice Beams. I don't think that's going to kill their Blissey with the amount of... They have 11 soft builds, and obviously you got to factor in leftovers recovery because nobody brought a Tyranitar to this game. So it's going to be a bit difficult. Ice Beam. Oh, man. Maybe they're trying... Oh, that's right. What am I saying? I said, oh, maybe it'll freeze the Blissey. Who cares? It has natural cure. We went for a oddly quick rest. I guess we just... I think that Mischievous was paralyzed a second ago. We didn't want to deal with that nonsense. We're going to go into... Oh, don't tell me they called it out. Every time... Oh, Roar, that's not good. Because the next time... Remember I said a while back, you want your Blissey to be at full health, but... You know what I mean? If they call out the turn you switch into Blissey and they bring in their Dugtrio, you are guaranteed to die. Not maybe, you will die after the spikes. They went for an Ice Beam. They're running low. It says they have 8. They must have even fewer. They might, I don't know, maybe they have 0. I don't know. I wish it wasn't messed up. I'm sorry. They have another one. Yeah, I think we're chilling. because they, at the most, they only have like 1, 2, or 3. Oh, they brought in Blissey. Oh, dear God. Thunder. Okay, you got lucky. You got lucky. You can just go for a soft boiled and hope that they don't freeze you with Ice Beam or crit or whatever. And brought in Starmie. They knew we would go for soft boiled. I'm going for soft boiled. Dude, that Doug Trio, that thing's giving me anxiety right now, and I'm not even playing. Surf. Ooh, that did 37. Yeah. I remember a while back I mentioned that. I don't know why I remember this, but... Oh, 39. Oh, God, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That was... Yep. You could die this next Surf. What are you going to do? Let's see. Did they call that out going to Doug Trio? That was so obvious. I guess not. Maybe it's... I don't know how much an adamant... They finally got the spikes off the field. That's huge for the opponent. Oh, that's infuriating. Now, Blissey, Doug Trio, and Stormy are all going to be more annoying to get rid of. That sucks. Went for a heal bell to cure somebody. Oh, Mischievous, wake it up. And I think Zapdos had something just now. They went for another Thunder Wave. They just don't want to, you know, go for anything unnecessary. And even our Blissey is going to get stretched thin eventually. We can't beat that Starmie in a one-on-one unless we get a freeze or something stupid like that. It just has too many recovers. Went for another Rapid Spin to preserve its Surfs. It's going to go into its own Blissey. The crazy thing is we can actually do something. It's just hard because we only have special attackers, obviously. What did that Blissey just do? Went for soft. Okay, good. No, I think we were safe. That Ice Beam from the opponent, I don't think that was going to kill us. We switched back into Blissey. We're safe from Doug Trio in case they actually do that. No, it's just Starmie. Okay. I'm really surprised we haven't seen that Doug Trio catch Blissey yet. Because Blissey's literally holding this entire team together with, you know, Elmer's glue and Scotch tape. Surf, okay. Not doing anything. Because of the Surfs from Zapdos earlier, we don't know how many power points it has left. It says it has 16, so it probably has, like, around 10. In comes Zapdos. I think another thing we could do, because Starmie doesn't have Ice Beam and that Blissey's probably out... We can actually use our Zapdos to pressure stall the opponent. Wait. I think you go for Mean Look here. Ooh, yeah. Oh, they went for rest. Oh, what do you know? Oh, I didn't even know Mean Look had that few power points. Maybe we don't have that many left. Because I remember we went for Mean Look, I think on Zapdos before, which, you know, burns more power points. But yeah, if we can catch Blissey and go for a Mean Look... Which I think we could have done there. It wouldn't have worked because the opponent was fearing that, so they went into Starmie. But if you could catch Blissey with that Mean Look and just poison it, it can't kill you. You just go for rest, and then boom, that problem solved. And then you can just win this game for free. Okay, we got Paralyzed. There's the enemy Blissey. Yeah, for all we know, I think it's out of Ice Beams. It has no aromatherapies. And it actually has more soft boileds than our Mischievous has toxics. So that's not good. That's not good at all. Because now I have no idea how you're going to hurt this Blissey. Maybe what could happen here is... No, that's right. Yeah, we got to go in our own Blissey and wake up the Mischievous. We're in a good spot right now. Even if they call... Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that Zapdos has Roar. Great. We went into Moltres. Come on. Not Moltres. That thing's useless. Get out of there. Back into Zapdos. They went for another... Oh. Yep. Blissey's at half. That's an uncomfortable amount of HP. So we have to go for soft boiled here. And there was no... Whoa. That was crazy. You see what happened there? They were... I don't know for sure, but I feel like if that was me... To click Ice Beam there, because I don't have any time. I'm just watching. But if that was me, I would have been trying to predict that Doug Trio because your Blissey was kind of low. And no, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. After the soft boiled, Doug Trio would not have been able to kill you. Then you would just kill it with Ice Beam. I have no idea what I'm talking about. The whole pressure thing is really confusing too. I wish it... Oh, God. How much longer is this battle going to be? I remember my insane battle was 128 turns. We're at 172 right now. It's been 30 minutes already. I don't know when it ends, but let's just... I don't remember what was happening just now. Thunderbolts. Blissey has to be running low on juice. It's the sad thing is because there's no sand, we're not outputting enough damage to even threaten a soft build from Blissey, really. That roar, oh god. Into Moltres yet again. I mean, hey, if we can get that Zapdos to burn another Thunderbolt like that, perfect, that's good. Then actually Moltres could save the day. Oh wait, no, they still got Starmie, never mind. Yeah, HP Ice, that's gonna do a lot. What do we click here? Our own HP Ice. Nah, not very good that their Zapdos is ever so slightly faster than ours. We lived, we went for rest, obviously. Isn't it amazing how something dumb could just happen any second now, like a crit, and then all this work was for nothing? Blissey again. The spikes is making it... No, yep, they called that out, went for roar. The spikes is making it difficult for us to stay alive. We got 8 more soft builds, though. So, but both teams are being held together, obviously, by Blissey. What did they go for? They brought in Starmie. But their Starmie doesn't really threaten our Zapdos. What's going to happen now? Don't tell me they just keep switching back and forth until the end of time, because no progress is really being made right now. Yeah, look, they're just kind of switching. Oh, dear God. What are we trying? My brain's kind of cooked right now. I don't know what to do. They roared us out. So they are using PowerPoints. The only thing I could think of is they're going to keep roaring with Zapdos and get Blissey low enough to either kill it with Doug Trio or make our Blissey use its soft boiled so that we just lose the battle to Doug Trio after we presumably have already ran out of Ice Beams and Seismic Tosses, which we are getting very low. Oh boy, this is crazy. I would have lost my mind during this battle. Granted, I wouldn't be using a team like this. I really do need to use one of these kinds of teams sometime. I've never used a team like that. I no idea how to use it. I probably would not be very good with it, but I really should try it out sometime. That was good. They caught a Surf from Starmie, so that's going to burn 2 power points there. And, okay, this is good. This is good. If we can make that Starmie lose its Surf, so then Moltres has got the green light. And in case they bring in Doug Trio to hit us with a Rock Slide or whatever, well, we can switch out because Moltres is a flying type. I don't know what this Moltres knows, though. It's only revealed to have Willow Miss. If it's got Hidden Power Grass, we're looking good. And it must have Flamethrower. If it's got those two, we are chilling. Moltres, unironically, being useless for most of this battle, it could save the game in the end. But you know that Zapdos... What, it might not go for Roar this turn because it's fearing... oh, yeah, went for Rest. Okay. But wait. Oh, wait. Something could happen now. Because their Blissey is out of aromatherapies. So... 2 Thunderbolts will kill Zapdos. Okay, well, they brought in Blissey. Never mind. Okay, wait. They had to have predicted that. What's this Moltres going to do? You're going to burn it? Okay, never mind. Never mind, guys. Nothing happened. Something's going to happen. I bet you Moltres is going to save the day. I just don't know when. Because our Blissey... Because that Starmie could cause us problems by, like, paralyzing us. Paralyzing the Moltres, but we still have 5 heal bells. They just missed a Rock Slide. I don't know how much damage that would have done. I'm assuming it does have Perish Song. This is the first time the whole entire battle they've got the Perish Song off. So as expected, it does have it. What'd they go for? Did they go for Mean Look? Good. No, that's good. You got him. You got him. You got him. You got him. You just go for Perish Song again. Wait, what? Like I said, I don't know how to use the team. I think they made the right play. I'm not the Perish Song expert person, so what's Moltres gonna do? Willow Miss expecting Blissey, obviously, because Zapdos was sitting there asleep. Did that Zapdos? Okay, it went for... That's right, it doesn't have Sleep Talk, yeah. Mischievous is trying to catch somebody right now. Somebody's gonna get caught in 4K. I'm just kidding. This whole thing is 1080p. They couldn't get caught in 4K if they tried. What'd they do? Thunderbolt? Oh, wait. No. Sorry, I got flashbacks back to that one turn when they didn't click Thunderbolt. Look how many problems could have been avoided with just one single turn. That's how important every turn is in Pokemon, guys. Imagine if they did the Thunderbolt. I don't know why that would... What? Huh? What's going on? Whoa! Why is it going fast out of nowhere? Maybe the internet's mad that we've been just consuming so much bandwidth watching. Oh, now it's normal speed again. That was weird. I gotta be honest. I don't know what's happening anymore. Maybe you go for Mean Look this turn? Mean Look, Mean Look, Mean Look, Mean Look! Do you even have any more Mean Looks? I would have done Mean Look right there. It says they have 4. I think you have like 1 or 2. I don't know why that went fast. Because you could have caught the Zapdos and then went for Parasong, and they ended up going to Blissey anyway, and then that was a free kill on Blissey, and then you can just win the battle. Remember, the key is Blissey. We brought Mischievous. We're trying to catch Blissey. Yeah, oh my god, they should have went for Parasong. They could still do it now. They could. Or, not Parasong, I mean Mean Look. Wait. It's so true. What'd they do? They went for Rest. I guess they're just trying to play very, very safe. That Rock Slide that missed earlier, we see how much it did. It did 34. That's not a good number to see because when you factor in the leftovers, it's just not enough. Now, you could flinch the Mischievous. So, what's going on here? Why... I guess we stayed in? What? Don't tell me we flinched. Went for Rest. What is going... Is this the game plan? We're going to stall out the Dugtrio's Rock Slides? This is... Dude... This is a play not even John Madden could have seen coming. Because they just missed a Rock Slide. No way. I see the vision. If Dugtrio runs out of Rock Slides, then Zapdos and Moltres, they're not threatened at all. What'd you click this turn? They went for Rest. Okay, I thought they would go for maybe Toxic. I don't know if they have any more Toxics. They missed another Rock. Dude, that's like the third one. That's a 90 accuracy move. Never feel bad, though, when they miss Rock Slide. Rock Slide is a very strong move with all those flinches that happened. Oh, my. Like that one turn that we went for Rest and 9% HP. If we got flinched there, I think we were cooked. That Dugtrio's got 6 left. And we're going to play it safe. Okay, I guess that's the game plan here. Stall out the Rock Slides, and then maybe Moltres will do something. 37, but that, yeah, it won't kill with the next 2 because of leftovers, so you're gonna need to... Okay, actually, if they get that roll again, that will kill Mischievous. That did 38. You also have to dodge a crit and a flinch. They lived on 1. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. They got lucky, oh man. I don't... Yeah, wait, no, never mind. They gotta do one more round of that. They had 3 Rock Slides. But they ran away. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. How many more surfs does Starmie have, man? Maybe... dude, do these guys even know what's happening anymore? Because I'm lost. How do you win this battle? Something happens. Dugtrio comes in. Blissey. Okay, we are running very low on hidden powers and thunderbolts. Dear God, this is a nightmare, man. God, what? I don't know what to do. We're almost out of Mean Looks. We brought in Moltres. Wait. But yeah, but the Zapdos wakes up next turn. Never mind. We have to go to Blissey. Or our own Zapdos to pressure stall, and that makes sense, yeah. Thunderbolt. They got a crit. Oh, God. Oh, brother. Oh, God. No. No, don't tell me. That was huge. I got to pause right there. You had to go into Blissey, obviously, for that Thunderbolt, because Moltres would have got cooked by that Thunderbolt. But they brought in Moltres anyway because they figured, oh, if I go to Blissey, they'll catch me with Dugtrio. That was a good play by both opponents, but obviously we made it out ahead. After the spikes, you would have been at you would have been at 56, 62. Oh, wait, never mind. I think you would have barely had enough HP to survive an Earthquake from Dugtrio. But that didn't happen. And remember, Dugtrio still has 3 Rock Slides, so I think we're going to go to, yeah, Mischievous, who is still asleep, but... No, this is going to work out. It is, because we would normally lose because we haven't burned a turn of sleep, but they're going to run out of Rock Slides the very next turn. And I haven't seen a single roll that could kill Mischievous at 40. I haven't seen that yet. So they're going to do it now. But, you know, even if you flinched right there, it didn't make a difference. You were just going to go for rest the next turn anyway. So Dugtrio is completely out of rock slides. It might be time for Moltres to save the day. I don't know how many Thunderbolts this guy has. If they're out, then Moltres could come in. They might be out. For them to send in Moltres like that Hidden Power Ice did a lot of damage. Dang. They must not have any more Thunderbolts. I would have destroyed Moltres. Yeah, they don't. They're out of Thunderbolts. They went for Will-O-Wisp, and it hit Starmie. I don't think that was a prediction. They just wanted to do something. I don't know what this... We've only seen Will-O-Wisp from Moltres. But that's huge, because with Will-O-Wisp, you can get damage going on everybody. It's going to be kind of annoying, because you got 2 natural cures and somebody that has rest. And they still have a lot of rest left. Seismic Toss on a Starmie, that poses no threat. That Starmie will actually beat our Blissey in a one-on-one because it has way too many recovers. We're getting low on ammunition here. We have 10 Ice Beams, 5 Heal Bells, 13 Seismic Tosses, 8 Soft Wilds. We switched out, went to Zapdos. Okay. Like I said, only they knew how many power points they have, because I haven't been keeping track. They might be... Wait, no, they mathematically aren't out of Surfs yet, because they have still more than 12. So they have a couple left. Probably maybe a few more. Went for Thunderbolt on Blissey. Did nothing. Zapdos. The Mischievous has not been asleep. So they bring in... Oh, this is what they wanted. They wanted to make that Zapdos run out of Thunderbolts. That Roar is going to not be good for Blissey. I think we still have some Ice Beams left. They brought in their own Blissey. Maybe they went for Ice... Oh, they did go for Ice Beam. I would have done that too myself, despite... not being at full, because that would have killed Dugtrio if they wanted to do that. We must be getting close to the end. There can't be too much left. You have no more aromatherapies. Zapdos, pretty sure it's out of Thunderbolts. Dugtrio has no more Rock Slides to threaten Moltres. Mischievous. We're getting low on rest ourselves. We only got 5 left. That Starmie doesn't have too many Surfs left. They brought in Zapdos. Okay, we know we can take... Oh, they went for Thunderwave. Maybe they're hoping that they get a crit or something. Maybe they're getting kind of desperate. No, they brought in their own Zapdos to try and take us out with the Hidden Power Ice. We got paralyzed. That's not good. Maybe that is good. Maybe that saved a power point. Hidden Power Ice did a good amount. We went for Rest. Good. Very good. I'm telling you, man, something's going to happen, and I think it's going to be Moltres saving the day. Speaking of Moltres here, they went for Roar. What's Blissey at? Okay, Blissey's at 100. Never mind, we're chilling. They brought in Wait, what? They brought in Dugtrio on Moltres. Maybe they thought that they would send in Blissey then, and maybe they could try and score a crit or something, but the Dugtrio doesn't have Rock Slide, so we can't hit Moltres. Or they can't hit Moltres. We just missed Will-O-Wisp. That's wonderful news. I love it. Let's make the battle even longer, huh? Zapdos, you're out of Thunderbolts, so you can't threaten Mischievous. They went into this. I hope this isn't a never-ending game, because it looks. Wait, no. Well, it depends how nice Will-O-Wisp again. By the way, it depends how many roars that Zapdos has left, but it can't have that many. If it keeps roaring us out, well, eventually Blissey has to go for a soft blood if we don't want to attack them. You know, there's the Will-O-Wisp. Okay, we got a little bit of damage on Blissey. We've only seen this. Oh, this is what I mean, man. Oh god, I think the craziest turn in this battle was that Starmie dodging that Thunderbolt, because that Moltres has Roar. That would be helping out a lot right now. That's damage. Dugtrio versus Moltres. They ran away into Blissey. We ran into Zapdos. I don't know why it just randomly goes fast like that. Mischievous. Okay, can you slow down? What are you doing? Huh? Hold your horses. Like, I know I want the battle to be ending, but I don't know. I can't see the Flash running. Dude, come on. Slow down. It's already on slow. Let me put it on really slow. Maybe it'll listen. Okay, let me bump it back up to slow. The Showdown has had enough. Okay, how about, fine. Well, I'll just leave it like this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the game intuitively knows that. What just happened? Wait, I just saw a lot of stuff in the chat. Let's read this. The opponent says, we're on turn 268, by the way. Do we just call a draw here because we both No, the win con is PP. How does that work? We said, yeah, I think we can go to turn 1000 theoretically, and it auto draws at 1000. I did not know that. This is news to me. So I would accept a draw. The opponent said, I'd also accept a draw. How does that work for tournament? Call for a mod, I think. That was a good question. How would that even work? So is that how it ended? Is there no victor? Because that's what I was saying. They can't really do anything, so they're switching because they're afraid of, of using PowerPoints, and because there's no sandstorm, and because if there was a sandstorm and they had spikes, they couldn't just do this forever, because Doug Trio would have died a long time ago. And even Starmie would be getting pressure, and then you could keep roaring them out and all that. But when there's no sand and nothing like that, and we're practically immune to spikes ourselves, because they can't roar us out with Zapdos, because that thing is practically out of roars. So Blissey can't even. No, yeah, we're good. We have 7 soft builds. That Zapdos, it has for sure less than 14 roars. So if you just do the math, the only way you could have killed Blissey is if you roared it out and then maybe you got complacent and go for a softball, and then they send in Doug Trio, crit you with Earthquake. I don't know. The opponent said, we can keep switching till we get an answer anyway, lol. Would you, though? I feel like you guys could just sit here and do nothing. The only progress that could be made is our Blissey stepping on the spikes. Maybe that... maybe that is what could happen. Yeah, I think that's literally the only way forward, is Blissey has to keep stepping on the spikes. It has 7 soft boils left. And then eventually, through enough switching, they bring in their Doug Trio and just kill your Blissey when it's low enough. And then, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know how you would even kill the other 3. Because we don't, for all we know, that Moltres probably has rest as well. Okay, let's see what goes on. Moltres, Blissey. Somebody just joined the chat and said hello. What? Huh? So I can tie this. Yeah. Is that wanted? Hello, I would like to offer a draw. Yes. It's just an infinite PP stall. Thank you. Wow, that's crazy. I thought there was actually going to be a victor. I did not expect a draw. That is crazy. Wow. And this is why people like Tyranitar, so that stuff like this doesn't really happen as much. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what would have happened. I think, because like I said, we keep stepping on spikes with Blissey, but we could have literally just kept going back and forth between Zapdos and Mischievous, because they still had a few rests left. You had 8, Mischievous had 5. Zapdos doesn't have enough roars for all that left, and then they can't do damage, because Blissey was practically out of attacks too. Starmie was out of attacks, and we can't do enough damage to them anyway, because our Zapdos gets walled by Blissey. I don't really know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. If this actually kept going on to the end of time, who do you think would have won? They each had 4 left. I don't know. Because Doug Trio also ran out of rock slides. How do you even kill the Moltres? I don't think you can. Because Starmie was almost out of Surfs. Zapdos was out of Thunderbolts. And maybe had a couple HP Ices. Blissey almost out of nothing. You can't even trap in Moltres anyway with Doug Trio. And you're out of rock slides too. So you could just switch out of that situation anyway. I don't know. Comment down below. I want to hear. Do you think, player 1 would have won, or player 2, or do you think it would have actually gone to turn 1000? And I guess it auto draws. I did not know that. What do I think? I want to make my prediction before I sign off this video. This thing's been so long, so might as well just give my take on it. Because, yeah, you could just go back. Because I don't know if Moltres had rest, but I feel like it did. And then they can't do damage. Yeah. I think it would have went to turn 1000. I don't think anybody could do damage to anybody. The only significant amount of damage was Blissey with the spikes, but you know, I mean, you don't even have to do it anymore. That Zapdos was practically out of roars. And eventually when it did run out of roars, then you could just sit there and you know, uh, it kind of comes down to ultimately who could you kill Dugtrio or not? Because if you could do that, then Blissey's chilling. But then again, you could get you know, pee-pee stalled. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I give up. That was way, way, way too much brain power for me. I surrender. Let me know who you thought would have won. If you got any replays that you want to have me watch, you can join the Discord and leave it in one of the channels. That's enough for me. And as always, see you later. Take care. And this is yet another reason why that David does not like Blissey. Have a good one.